Hi, I'm Farley, talking about wine today. And wine storage is an issue that's very important, but that a lot of people don't really think about. I'm down here in a basement today because when you're storing wine, especially if it's something that you want to hold on to that needs some age, consistency is the main issue. We're in a basement because basements are often cool and they stay cool throughout the year. There are other ways to store wine, one of which is a wine cooler that you can buy at Home Depot or stores like that keeps wine at a constant temperature. You can adjust the controls and keep it at the same temperature and also the same humidity. But if you can't afford one of those and you do have a basement, that's a good place to keep it because it's dark down here and it's cool. We're going to pretend this wine bottle is full because unfortunately all the unopened bottles I brought with me have now been consumed. But once you put it on the wine rack in your basement or wherever that's dark and as cool as possible, just leave it there. Occasionally you're going to want to turn it because you want to keep the cork moist. That helps it from drying out and allowing air to come in and go ahead and break the wine down. Some places not to keep wine are in direct sunlight, on top of the refrigerator because of the motion, any place that's going to get, the wine's going to get jostled because, as I said, consistency is important. If you can adjust the temperature between 60 and 65 degrees is probably a good way to start. If you're trying to keep white wine chilled, about 55 degrees is what you want to serve it at. Because when people talk about room temperature, they assume that it's whatever your room temperature is in your house, but that might be warmer than wine should actually be served. Because when these temperatures were decided, I think they were thinking more of like chateaus in France where it tends to be cooler, you know, the concrete walls and cold airflow. So just keep wine in a cool, dark place. Once you've opened the wine, as is the case with this one, you're going to want to go ahead and put the cork back in as tightly as possible. If you have a split bottle, which is a half bottle of wine, and you only have a little bit of wine left, say like this, it's good to put it into a smaller bottle because the less air contact that the wine has, the better it's going to stay fresh. In this case, there's not very much, so it's not going to last very long. But even if you have red or white wine, put it back in the fridge after you've opened it because that's also going to slow down the breakdown process. Might give you an extra day as far as the freshness is concerned. And if you have a sweeter wine like port or a late harvest Gewürztraminer, the more sugar is going to allow the wine to stay longer. So you can actually get a couple of weeks out of a wine like that as opposed to a couple of days. So that's wine storage. Cool, dark place, keep it fresh.